Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video I really wanted to share with you 50 totally random facts about me. I am a Libra Scorpio cusp, born like literally minutes in Libra, so I'm very a mix of both. In my lifetime of 22 years I have had 3 major heart operations and 2 other operations on my body, meaning I have been cut open leaving big scars 5 times. After receiving my heart surgeries when I was 10, I then climbed Ben Nevis the next again year to raise £5,000 for the hospital that saved my life. I also managed to get on TV from doing that. It went into the papers that what I was doing, and then a TV show called The Hour, which no longer exists, reached out to me and asked if I'd like to come on TV, and I was so nervous and I haven't been able to find the interview again, but I was so embarrassed as well because I was just like the whole way through it and it was so embarrassing. But yeah, I've had my 15 minutes of fame. I moved to London when I was 18, and in that same year I was pregnant and married. Woo. I lived in the big city of London for 2 years before moving back to Edinburgh with my husband and my son Leo. I have an addiction to smelling my hair, and I prefer it when it's not been washed in a day because it's got this nice scent about it, and I will literally just sit there. And it has to be folded a certain way when I'm smelling it as well. It's just, I don't even know if I should be sharing this kind of stuff on YouTube. I have never tried tacos. I can't eat chocolate or cheese, my 2 favourite things, because it gives me really bad acne, and chocolate gives me visual migraines where I'll experience flashing lights in front of my eyes, and it's very annoying. I own 3 Dyson Hoovers. I'm giving one to my dad. I used to love horror movies, but since becoming a mum to Leo, I can't bear them. It's just too much. I am dyslexic, and I actually filmed a dyslexic video in this video, which I will link down below for you if you want to check it out. I have been to court as a witness, and it was terrifying. I had to stand up and actually speak to people with an audience. So I asked for a screen so I couldn't see them because of just how terrified I truly was. Believe it or not, I do not bleach my eyebrows and my hair. My hair is natural. It's one of my biggest questions, and I actually experienced so much hate at school from it, with people just accusing me of dyeing my hair. I'm like, why would I lie? Why would I go through the problems of dyeing my... I don't know. I absolutely love crystals and all of that funky mystical stuff. I got my first set of oracle cards when I was 9 years old, and I am now what I would say a gifted tarot card reader, and I love to deliver readings to people and help them out. I have 2 brothers, but I was kind of brought up as an only child, as my brother was 17 when I was born and was moving out, and then my other brother had a different mum, so he didn't actually live with us, so I'm very much so feel like an only child, but I do have siblings. I have nearly drowned twice, and one of them was when I was on a date. I am terrified of spiders. If you ever hear a scream coming from Scotland, it's me because there's a spider. My son is mixed, and although he may not look like it, he's actually part Asian, part German, part Scottish and part English, so he has quite a bit of orientalness about him. Most of my clothes are second-hand, and I'm totally not ashamed by that. If I like something that I see in the shop and I don't want to buy it, especially not for that price, I will wait till the next year when everybody's selling them because they're not popular anymore. Just go on eBay and be like, ding, ding, ding. There we go, I got this on eBay for doing that. Oh yeah. The only time I tend to buy things new is when it's Cath Kidston. I am Cath Kidston obsessed. I absolutely love all of her prints, and I was so happy to hear that they're opening up another shop in London again, Piccadilly I believe. I believe in reincarnation, and if it's not everybody's cup of tea, you can just for a second. And I do believe that my soul has lived a few times because I feel so vintage, and this modern world is just not for me. I have an addiction to my game on my phone, which I have recently been working on and not using as much, and thankfully I've got out of the habit, but whew, that was bad. I believe in ghosts, and I have even seen one. Halloween is my favourite time of the year, which kind of goes hand in hand with the ghosts, I guess. I am from a pretty big family. My dad is one of 12. I have a lot of aunties and a lot of cousins, and my mum's family is also very big, but I don't know them quite as well. I've worked with children for 2 years, from the age of 16 leaving school all the way up to 18 when I moved to London, and it was a very good experience. I got qualifications for it, and I have lived in 6 different homes, but at the same time lived in the same house until I was 18. It is so weird. I think it's because my mum and dad divorced and she moved around a lot, but he didn't, so I always had 2 homes. I only have 1 friend left from school. Please tell me I'm not alone. Like, do you have friends from school still? I love 50s fashion. It's one of my favourite like looks, but the confidence side of me, I have trouble wearing it all the time, but I love it. I would rather have an entire vintage wardrobe than a new wardrobe. Same goes for furniture. I have no like desire to buy new furniture. Whenever I look for drawers or something that I need, I'm always like typing like solid wood, vintage, you know, I love it. Vintage over there. From the age of 15 to 18, I owned over 200 porcelain dolls. Not all of them are porcelain, of course, but I sold a lot of them and I'm currently selling my collection. So if you have an interest in dolls, message me and I may consider you to buy one. My goals in life is to be a minimalist, but it's never going to happen because I have too much stuff, I can't stop buying stuff, and I'm very attached to the stuff that I do have, so minimalistic lifestyle that I love the look of, but will never achieve, unfortunately. Unless I had a really big house and I could like really separate my stuff. Goals. I would love to live in the country. There's something about a wheelbarrow and Wellington boots that just get to me, and I really like that style. I'd love to just have some farmland, have my own chickens, just for the eggs, not really eat meat and anything. But yeah, I just love to live in the country and maybe have my own kind of farm area where I grow my veg. That's the life for me. I have 2 massive boxes of shoes under my bed, which I never ever wear. And to be fair, we have been in lockdown, so I haven't really had a chance to wear them. But 2 big boxes of shoes that I don't wear. So we know where we're clearing out next. I believe in soulmates, and I truly believe that I have met mine with my husband. He is my best friend and he is my husband, and we're just like the perfect pair. He's the one person that I don't get stick around like, oh, I need a break from you. We can be with each other 24/7 and we don't really feel it, so it's really nice to have met him. I met my husband on holiday, and I will tell you another story about that at some other time. I cannot swim, but my husband is teaching me, and we were trying to go swimming more regularly, and then the pandemic happened, so. But yeah, I can't swim. I don't know if it's just like a dyslexic thing, but yeah. Your girl can't swim. I can't help but give people stuff. Whenever somebody comes to my house, it doesn't matter who they are, they always leave with something of mine, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm literally like, oh, you would love this, honestly, have it, you know? It just shows you like I'm not that attached to my stuff. Like, I could be a minimalist. When comes, she always leaves with like a big bag of stuff, and she's got like a whole new wardrobe, and honestly she loves it as well, and I feel really good in giving it, so I actually prefer to give rather than receive. Roses are my favourite flowers, and every year when we lived in London, my husband would go to Borough Market and buy me this £40 bunch of roses, and oh, they were so beautiful. I love them so much. I moved school 4 times, and I really think it's dramatic and traumatic for a child to do, so I'm not going to try and do that with Leo. I want him to go to a kind of nursery where he may go to school there, so he's got some friends, but yeah, that was really like tough, because when you move school you have to try and get in with the groups that are already made, and it's like, according to my husband that is part Asian, he says that I make the best rice he's ever had, whether it's boiled or fried. He says I've just got the most amazing rice technique. So thanks, honey. I am always cold, even in summer, and I think Leo has that too, because literally about 100 times a day he tells me he's cold. And I'm like, you have 5 jumpers on. Like, what do you want me to do? I don't really wear makeup. The only thing I wear is mascara and sometimes a little bit of lipstick. Foundation just doesn't really agree with my skin, and I kind of have peach fluff that I am not willing to shave. So I'm quite happy barefaced, boom, like this. Thing that I hate the most, and I really don't like to hate things, is polyester clothing. I find them really uncomfortable to wear, but I do still own some of them. Like this jumper is this jumper's like a mix of stuff, and I just find that polyester is just so unbreathable, and I get really hot and sticky, and I just don't enjoy it whatsoever because it doesn't really let your skin breathe. So yeah, my biggest hate is polyester clothing. Even like cotton blend is just, I don't like it very much. I am a mum to a nearly 3-year-old boy, Leo. Yeah? Am I your mummy?
Present. Present.
Yeah, you get a present when you turn 3, yeah.
A present. Doodle.
I believe in the law of attraction, and the first thing I did to try and like see if it worked was manifest as many chocolate caramels in a box of heroes as I possibly could, and to my surprise, when I opened the box there was a whole ton of caramel, and I was so happy with that. I have a cleaning obsession, and it really did start when I was a teenager, because before that I wasn't really into cleaning, but I do think it's linked to something that has happened to me in my life. Clean to try and relieve it a little bit. I'm not sure how to explain it without really going into detail, but I do feel like my cleaning is like a therapy for me, and it really helps. And I think this is the last one, but ever since I was a really young little girl, I always wanted to save the world in some way, and I think that's really inspired my eco-friendly journey, because it's like making steps every day to help the planet. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed these 50 random facts about me, and that you will consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next one. Take care guys, bye!